Hello Year 8, welcome to your Key Stage 4 Options Evening presentation. So over the last couple of months, you should have been thinking about which options are best for you, and you will have looked at our website under the Options tab at all our options assemblies from the teachers who will be offering them to you. Hopefully you've managed to think about what options are best suited to you and what you might want to do in the future. So I hope that this options presentation will give you that final time to think about the options that are best suited for you and that will help you in your future. Before we begin, I just want to remind us all of our mission as All Saints Catholic College. We are a Catholic community dedicated to providing an excellent education to all of our pupils so that they fulfill their ambitions and exceed their expectations. We work together as a family through mutual respect so that everyone succeeds academically and grows spiritually. Now, our options process really is about ambitions, and it's about how we succeed together in fulfilling your ambitions so that you exceed them. We want to work together through this process, and so please do ask for help if you need it when making your final option decisions. During options, we're actually currently preparing students for jobs that don't yet exist, using technologies that haven't been invented, in order to solve problems we don't even know are problems yet. So, the overview of this options presentation, we're going to look at our core curriculum that all pupils will study. We're going to look at the options subjects once again. We're going to cover the English baccalaureate and the new GCSE grades, just as a reminder of what they are. So first of all, I want to remind you that our core subjects are English language, English literature, combined science, mathematics, RE, religious education, and physical education, PE. And the hours you get in those subjects are included on the screen. You get 2 hours for language, 2 hours for literature, 4 hours for combined science, 4 hours for mathematics, 3 hours for RE, and 1 hour for PE. And that's over a 1-week timetable. And of course you get 3 option choices additional to the core subjects. All of the core subjects are GCSEs, with science having 2 GCSEs and English having language and literature. PE does not have a formal qualification. So your timetable for all pupils, once you've chosen your options, will look like this. There will be 2 hours for language, 2 hours for literature, 4 hours for science, 4 hours for mathematics, 3 hours for RE, 1 hour for PE, 3 hours for each of your options A, B and C, equaling 25 hours throughout your weekly timetable. So your option subjects. You have the choice of 3 subjects to study, as you're aware. This is 9 hours worth of lessons, so therefore we want you to make the best choices possible for you. A reminder that we do offer a broad and balanced curriculum at All Saints. At Key Stage 3 you study around 17 different subjects as part of our broad and balanced curriculum, and we believe this is key to helping you develop as well-rounded and successful individuals. Now in Year 9, the GCSEs or Level 2 qualifications begin, allowing you nearly 3 years of study, especially for more challenging EBAC qualifications, which I introduced you to in our launch assembly. We provide this additional time so that our teachers can really work on embedding deeper, more meaningful knowledge and that love of learning we want all our pupils to have, whilst ensuring our curriculum offer is not narrowed for pupils. Choosing the right GCSEs, therefore, will help to keep the right doors open for pupils in their future study. Now, some subjects might be oversubscribed during the options process, or undersubscribed, or might clash with another subject because we have to create a timetable for all our pupils. Now, some pupils will unfortunately have to study their reserved subject. They will be informed at interview with myself or either a member of staff such as the head of year, the pastoral support officer, or a member of the senior leadership team should this happen. I want to remind you now about the e-baccalaureate. This is really for pupils wishing to go on to university or future study in academics, and we would strongly recommend that you pick a language and a humanity as part of your options process. Now, the EBAC consists of English, maths, two sciences, a modern foreign language, French and Spanish, and humanities such as a geography or history. So if you have English, maths, science, French or Spanish, geography or history, you will be following an baccalaureate pathway. Then, of course, you will just have one option remaining. Again, just to recap, our new grading structure, which has been in place for a few years now, is as on the screen. So, a grade 5 is now considered a good pass by the Department for Education. A grade 4 is a pass, but a 5 is a good pass. If you want to compare that to the old structure where it goes A star to G, and then U, obviously for fail, the 5 is in between the B and the C grade. So that's where we're aiming for most pupils. But of course, it goes on ability, and you will receive the targets in your reports to parents. If you are someone interested in separate sciences, or triple science as we call it, which is biology, chemistry, and physics, you need to be aware of the following. So most of you will study combined science anyway, and this achieves 2 science GCSEs. This is really sufficient to continue to study any science at A level and university. All of the new GCSEs are more challenging and have increased amount of content to learn. We need to make sure your workload is manageable. So if you wish to study for 3 separate sciences, or triple science, in biology, physics and chemistry, you'll have to choose it as one of your GCSE options. You will then work towards these 3 GCSEs in your core science time and one option block. Now, if you wish to study 3 separate science GCSEs, you should have the following things. You should have a strong passion for the study of science, have a clear rationale for wanting to study 3 science GCSEs, demonstrate an aptitude for science on the January science assessment, and your teachers will have already discussed this with you if they believe you will do really well in separate sciences, and be prepared to use one of your remaining 3 option choices. Again, just to recap on the structure of the options, you can choose triple science, Spanish, French, geography, history, art, graphics, hospitality and catering, creative media, music, statistics, performing arts, and Cambridge National Sport. And again, if you choose the triple or separate science pathway, you will have to choose 2 additional options. If you do not choose triple science and you go down the combined pathway, you will have 3 options to choose from. Now, you will receive a letter for this evening, which you'll be able to take away and discuss with parents and carers and anyone else that you want to discuss this with. And on the letter, it will have a table that looks like this. When making your decisions, you need to consult your options booklets, which have also been provided to you. In our options booklets, it provides all the help and guidance you need to choose the right subjects for you. Remember to speak to your teachers after this presentation should you have any questions about the options. So what I'd like you to do on your letter is choose 4 options. Your 4th option will be your reserve should the class either clash with another or it becomes oversubscribed before you get your letters in. So for example, if you want geography and you want Spanish and you want statistics and you also want art, you will have to prioritize which ones you want most. This will help us to assign the options for students based on their priority or their desire to have those subjects. So in this case, Spanish was the number 1 priority, art was number 2 priority, geography was number 3, and as a reserve, statistics is given. This helps us to make sure you get the options that you want. Again, just a reminder of our process. We've already had our launch assembly, which is still available on our website under Options tab. We've already seen the launch assembly with the subject presentations, which again is on our website. You are now listening to the Parents' Evening presentation to discuss the options process further and the options evening. You will have been receiving careers guidance and will continue to receive careers guidance to help you with this process. And finally, after this, you will have your individual interviews with a member of senior leadership team, your head of year, or pastoral support officer. So, what you need to do now is fill in your letter with your 4 option choices and indicate the priority 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 being your reserved subject. But please don't rush to get these forms completed. Options, in most cases, are not first come and first served. Although I would like to stress that some options are very popular and do get full up very quickly. Your deadline from this presentation is the March the 5th, and please return your forms to your form tutor, who will then give them to your head of year and pastoral support officer, who will then coordinate all of the options and have those meetings with you to finally confirm what options you want to take into year 9. So, just my final words to you. I want to wish you all the very best of luck for this options process and in choosing your options, and of course, when you start them next year in year 9, all the happiness and success that they can bring you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.